Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Good stuff. Isaac run ready. Last run, you know, fun, but a little boring towards the end. E8KA BA94. Badass 94. Great username if you're, you know, 20 or 21 years old and you're looking to come up with a YouTube channel, I guess. The Wafer. Hilarious and great item. It is, don't tell me the wafer's not hilarious just because it's passive damage reduction. The wafer is some subtle humor that you don't understand unless you're paying attention to it and understand that it's subverting the genre of Isaac. So, you know, poo-pooed and sucks to your assmar, basically. This is a great item for us that allows us to not walk on that because Curse of the Unknown still scares me, even though as an adult I know that I have nothing to be afraid of from that inanimate fucking object. Thought I could fly for a second because we've been flying for a, you know, long time on our recent runs. That's okay. And this saves us from taking double damage against some champions anyway, which I appreciate. I mean, it saves us from taking double damage against any champions, but, you know, only champions that would do double damage in the first place. So, I mean, it's just a great item to pick up right off the bat, and if I could stop taking damage, that makes me look like this is my first time playing the game. I'd be, like, super thrilled about that. For now, though, this first floor, as, you know, you're probably well aware, is mostly just about survival. Doesn't look like we'll have enough money. I did not mean to walk in there. I was just trying to avoid that shot, but whatever. First floor is predominantly just about survival here. With the wafer, I guess, you know, when we get hit against the haunt, he's not going to do one full heart of damage if we walk into him. Just got to try to, like, you know, scare him away a little bit. You kind of, like, you run away, and then you charge him, and they create a little gap for you to run into. Their bullets are still the most annoying thing, though. There we go. Okay. All right, so it looks like, you know, semi-tense moments at worst, but it looks like we're probably going to be fine here. Unless I actually am the world's worst haunt fighter, which, admittedly, has been suggested. Being a little bit too aggressive here. Exactly what I was worried about there. Got lucky to not get hit. Get in for 3 or 4 hits, then get out of the way. Mostly, I mean, if you're playing as Isaac, you don't have to worry about this shit most of the time. Unless you, like, seriously brick it early on. You're going to be totally fine. Early on the floor, I mean. Or you just, like, seriously get hit twice by the haunt. You should be okay. Like, by his physical body. Lipstick is not good enough to take. Squeezy is, and that's going to give us the Spirit Hearts that I was originally concerned about here. Not to mention the Tears upgrade. I was assuming that would be the secret room, and I was wrong. Why don't we just head down to the next floor before we end up ruining anything else here? No curse, though. No curse. Curse of the... yeah, it could be worse. No arcade means we probably will not be accessing that boss trap room, and Curse of the Lost makes it... Even if there was a chance that I had to, you know, bomb my way through the secret room, it means it's probably not going to happen. We already have 2 keys, so I'm going to save bombs for Tinted Rocks. You know, getting that early Tinted Rock momentum can make a big difference if we get a small rock or a ton of Spirit Hearts or a golden chest that gives us something worthwhile. Didn't want to do that, but it got the job done. We're at 2 bombs. Now we can think about trading a bomb for a key, but that'll depend on our golden chest balance here. Look, I'm making it look like this is a more dramatic floor than it needs to be. It's... don't worry about it, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. All we need to do is not take a buttload of damage. And as long as we avoid taking a literal buttload of damage, we'll get that deal with the devil. Unless something's going crazy on this floor, we should have a great chance to have a full reroll. Like 100% chance. And we have a Tinted Rock down there, which is awesome. And we have a Curse Room, which I would like to access, but as of right now, do not feel like I can. I hope that'll get it. It did. And maybe a crawl space. No, chain reaction wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but pretty much exactly what I was expecting. Poop, it's a bad item. I said it. That's right, I said it. Number 5, are you kidding me? Who do you think you are? I am. You usually save that for gloating, but for now I'm just going to gloat that I had the courage to stand up against the poop and say that I don't think it's very good. Kind of a big floor here, too, considering it's only, you know, basement 2. I don't mind this room. You know, the shooting lanes are very, very simple to suss out here. Go in a little hard there, and then just back it up. I don't think we need to buy another Spirit Heart. That might change as time goes on, depending on where the fudge our boss room is. Get out of that room as quickly as we can. Oh, my God. Big rooms, long rooms. I don't like it. This floor is not to my liking. I kind of want to try for the quarter, just because we can get 5 pots out of it. We got 1 cent for 1 bomb. I don't need to tell you that that's a shit trade. And there's our boss room, at least. So we'll get through our boss room. Ideal situation. You can probably work it out for yourself, but ideal situation. Our boss room item is good, or good enough, rather. Our deal with the devil item is good, and we get it. And then we can go back and reroll the poop, and it becomes Proptosis, and we just win the run instantly. The game decides it doesn't even want to try anymore. Dingle, you know, maybe the toughest boss we could fight on the basement here. Outside of Headless Horseman, but that's excreting? It's exceedingly rare. I guess I don't use exceeding that much. I can't believe I use excretion more, though. I guess I do a little, you know, scatological humor from time to time. And excretion is just a really good word for human waste. Or waste from anything, but it adds a lot more flavor to it. And not, you know, I used flavor there specifically because it would conjure some uncomfortable imagery. Anyway, you are done, Dingle. I'm disappointed that I took damage from you. But I'm actually disappointed I took so much damage on this floor to begin with. Speedball is acceptable, if not great. It's a compromise, let's just be honest. I'm not thrilled with the way that I'm gonna be, you know, getting items that I don't love. We've been up here. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Poop's down here. I'm not thrilled with the items that we picked up, but I'm not exceptionally disappointed with them either. We reroll the poop into Gemini. We basically... I didn't realize there was a tinted rock there. Instead of getting, like, rerolling Headless Baby and getting 1 item that is great, potentially, we could have also gotten 1 item that was shittier than Headless Baby, but instead of going for broke there and swinging for the fences, you know, we didn't swing for the home run. We had 3 batters go up and go for contact swings. Ugh. Just to get us on base, get us in a good position, you know? But then we got the Pact here, so I'm less salty about it. Overall, I think it was probably the right decision, but that depends on what you get when you reroll that situation back there, right? But the Pact pickup is good, and now that we have lost HP, we can come into this room and get some spiders, so that's pretty sweet. And you know what? Gemini is actually... It's like having an orbital to deal damage, but it actually stretches out a little further. It does less damage, but it stretches out a little further, giving you a better chance to not take damage in the process. So, I'm not... I think Gemini, my opinion of it has actually improved lately. Of course, it does suck against mobile enemies, but so do all orbitals, basically. I'm kind of a fan of Gemini now, especially if we can get BBF, or sorry, BFF. BBF does benefit from BFF, though. This is a confusing situation. I don't really want to go to our shop, but I will. Yeah, I will, because we could blow up our donation machine twice if there's something really good, but there's not. In fact, there's nothing good about that room, so we'll just deke around it here. Go straight through to the exit. I'll try for this again. 1 quarter pickup early would be very nice. 1 bomb for 3 cents is not as bad, at least. And we're leaving here like a minute behind schedule. I take no blame for that, but people are probably like cheering in the streets that we're not going to just spam the shit out of, or steal the shit out of Boss Rush. Either way, it's the kind of start we can feel comfortable with, but not forever. Like we didn't win the run there, but we kept ourselves a little bit ahead of the game. And if we consistently keep ourselves a little bit ahead of the game, we got a win going on. But if we, you know, just get ahead of the game now and then fall behind, then it's not good. You know, everybody starts out each semester with a passion and zeal for learning. I'm going to read the whole textbook before I go to class for the first time so I can learn as much as possible. But then things get in the way, you know, and all of a sudden, that head start that you build up at the start starts to erode. And you're like, oh, well, Game of Thrones is on tonight, so I can't study. And then, you know, before you know it, you're settling for a mark that you're not necessarily that thrilled about. That's what we gotta fight against in Isaac, which is more important than school, obviously. We're gonna just try to keep ourselves ahead of the curve, and the only thing we can really do to guarantee that is reroll shit items and get as many deals with the devil as we can. Now, we're low on keys here. No one is less of a fan of that than I am. Could you just... Come on. There we go. Thank you, Gemini. That second key means both item rooms, and actually, Stigmata here, while not a game-winning item in and of itself, helps us out a ton. That extra HP, could finance a deal with the devil, although I wouldn't expect one on this floor. Ooh! And, the extra damage, you know, it affects every shot that we take in the game. Every shot that hits anyway, so that's awesome. A lot of people think I'm making up those noises that happen when I'm about to get hit. Like the, ah, you know, stuff like that. But that's seriously like what comes out of my mouth when I'm anxious. I think it's maybe... Okay, we got another scent back there. And we got Sharp Plug, a Spirit Heart. I'm not good with Sharp Plug, so I'm not going to take Sharp Plug. You know thyself, I guess. I need to practice with this, maybe off camera. Because it's a really skillful item, obviously, but I think it's maybe like an evolutionary defense mechanism where, like, if I was being attacked by an animal or, you know, someone else in my tribe or something, they'd be like, oh, take pity on him. He sounds like a total dork. You can't kill a total dork. There's got to be something about that in there. Paralysis. We could reroll the shop, but again, on a floor like this where I don't really have mapping, but it seems like we're kind of close to the edges, I'd rather just save our reroll for better opportunities in the future. Oh, we've been to our second item room. I didn't realize that, actually, but I'm glad we saved it anyway. So we shouldn't be too afraid to reroll a shitty second, or a boss room item from either of the two boss rooms. But we'll save it temporarily just to see if we're lucky enough to get a deal with the devil. So this is what we're hoping for here, is get Mega Fatty in a situation where he jumps on the creep that I'm creating, just creating a nice little swath. And we're staying in a range of him, in a radius, if you will. That was his creep there, that was my mistake. We're staying in like a radius of him so Gemini can do a little bit of damage on its own time, and that would turn that fight into a relatively easy thing, honestly. That is a candidate for rerolling for sure. Now Mega Maw is a bit of a trickier beast. Although, easier to fight, but a little trickier to dodge. We're going to want to be far away from it when it shoots the fire, so we can dodge, but close enough to get Gemini to deal damage at other times. That was actually super simple. And we did get a deal with the devil, much to my surprise. Alright, do me a favor, for the first time in like 3 runs where we fought you, give me Lump of Coal. That way I can afford to reroll the range upgrade and maybe put ourselves in a better position on attributes. Okay, good. We'll take this. And... I mean, safety pin is not that amazing, but I'll take it. And we'll reroll that. I'll take experimental treatment. I don't like it. Our shot speed is insane right now, but I don't like experimental treatment, but I'll take it nonetheless. Because it can be good, and it can, of course, also be terrible. So there's a couple of different sides to that coin. But I like to roll the dice on it now. We got about 2 minutes before we'd be worried about boss rush, if that's the kind of thing we're going to choose to be worried about on this run. So, you know, with the fact that we're relatively strong here, I think it's important for us to explore as much as is possible. A magic mushroom pickup could make all the difference, or, you know, a tears upgrade or something like that. And it's unlikely, but they happen all the time. It seems like that would, you know, they'd contradict one another. But I don't necessarily think so. I think, why not? We're not going to spend our money on the shop. Much to many people's chagrin, I'm sure. But why don't we stand in here and play this Demon Judgment instead? Give me some consumables, give me some, give me a compass, give me an HP upgrade. I don't really care. I mean, I wish it was not, that, I guess, if we want to be technical. But that gives us a pedestal to reroll at least, and we got some time left to do it. Less worried about boss rush on this run, more worried about just survival. Because there's no way I'm fighting the bosses. Not with our existing damage. That'll require something a little greater. Okay, room basically paid for itself, so anytime a curse room doesn't actively inhibit you, I consider that a positive. And any consumables we get, of course, are bonuses as well. I'm loving the fact that our shot speed is crazy now. Allows us to do things like that. Allows me to not feel bad at all. Not that I would have, but allows me to not feel bad at all about re-rolling that range upgrade. Because the effective range as a result of our shot speed is crazy now. Look, I'm going to take 2 of clubs, and I'm going to take the HP down pill with us. Because it just seems like the right play to me. If we take another deal with the devil, we can, you know, insulate ourselves. It's basically like taking 1 free deal with the devil. 1 free deal with devil. Kind of worked. Alright, best bud. It's okay. I can live with it. Right, I forgot about that situation right there. Don't really want to open that golden chest that badly. I'm a big fan of that, though. I'm not that worried about a secret room on a huge floor like this. And I'm not trying to break the game, so sharp plug, not yet. One day. One day. For now, I'm surprised we're actually like right in line with the time we'd expect to be at, hoping for a real deal with the devil on our next floor. It's not an XL floor, Curse of the Unknown. That's actually a little problematic. We have 3 HP. Okay, I remember because I was thinking about it. I was like, we need to lose 2 HP to be able to use health down. But actually, our health downgrade when it comes to deals with the devil will be a good indicator of how our HP actually looks. When it turns into a health upgrade, then we know that we're on 1 or 0 hearts. And on 1 or 0, I think we can use it on either of those conditions. It doesn't matter to me either way. Depending on the items available on the deal, assuming that's where we lose it. In the meantime, listen to the rhymes of the Dr. Dre and NWA. Yellow on the drum roll, rocking the beat. Yo, Dre, what you gotta say? I forget the rest of the... That's probably a good thing, you know? Sorry, I meant to throw some Paul Simon lyrics in there. My mistake. We're just kind of having a leisurely run right now. Not even close to, you know, blowing any doors off. What is that expression, blow the doors off? In what circumstances are doors normally blown off? Police raids, yes. Apart from that, like, we're gonna blow the doors off this place. What is that? Like, you play music so loudly that the doors on the barn where you're having your party actually explode? That just sounds like an inconvenience, man. Can you crank the subwoofer down, like, enough notches so that it doesn't blow the doors off? Like, I love a good party as much as the next guy, but, you know, that could be like $100, $200 in repairs. That's just a little bit inconsiderate if we're being 100% honest here. Cancer pickup is great. Of course, we get the wafer effect, although we already had it, basically. Yeah, we'll take... Starter deck will get rid of our health down pill, but I think it's worth it. I love starter deck. Gives us judgment. And judgment, okay. If we get 2 demon judgments, we could really use those on the next floor if we come across an arcade. But, yeah, that's solid. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Get a 2 of hearts along with it. Alright, let's use 1 judgment. It's a key beggar. Let's use our other judgment as not a key beggar. We've already been to our shop, so we can afford to play this guy for sure. Probably blow up the key beggar to maybe get some keys back. Isn't it ironic? Don't spit those keys directly into the key beggar. You think this is fucking Infinifactory? Hermit card. Boss rush teleportation, but it's looking so unlikely that we're actually going to get that. So, let's not act like that's very likely to happen here. Still waiting on a good deal with the devil. Like a great deal with the devil to define the run, basically. We're not in that position or even close to it yet, really. Doesn't have to be a deal with the devil. We can get a bunch of great items from curse rooms. Very displeased with my damage there. And, well, the curse room pays for itself. No big deal. In the meantime, let's continue onwards here. Like, the reason I'm waiting for the kind of special item is because I don't have that much to talk about right now. If I'm pulling the, you know, YouTube commentary curtain back, what am I supposed to talk about? We got a run where we're shooting tiers that are slightly more powerful than average. Majestic. Oh, big love. Found our secret room completely by accident and actually blew that up. Is that a second hermit card? We don't really want like 2 of hearts. This is what we want. This guy, then don't drop the Steam sale. Thank you. Then we get enough money from that to use 2 of diamonds. At which point, hermit or 2 of hearts. Double hermit, I don't know, maybe. We've only got 1 shop remaining, but teleportation's, you know, always valuable. Often valuable. Now we got 20 cents, so we can come back, and this guy's going to pay out any second now. We've already given him like 12 cents. It's very unlikely he'd last to 32. Has happened. Hoping it doesn't happen here, because I'd like to buy something from the shop on the next floor if it's at all possible. Are you kidding me, though? With this, it's a little ridiculous. I'm starting to not believe that I'm just going to get rid of the death card. I'm starting to not believe we're going to have the chance here. This is astounding. You got me playing the key beggar now. To give me some money. How ridiculous is that? There's 4 keys. That's like the startup cost for you. Are you kidding me? 5 keys? Yo, you guys are assholes. You guys are assholes. I don't even care about it. Get me out of here. That was highway robbery. We'll open that golden chest because of the sunk cost fallacy that I'm completely aware of but still subject to as a human being. Still pissed. Still pissed. Still pissed. Oh, I'm pissed. Fuck all y'all. I gotta blow you up to stop myself from playing you more. Okay, you gave us a lot of our money back and a couple of keys, so I'm not that salty about it anymore, but for a brief period there, I was very unhappy. Fuck the key beggar, man, and fuck that judgment. I gave him 32 cents! A judgment not paying out on 32 cents is just ridiculous. Oh my god, okay. Tilting. It's step 1 of stopping a tilt is recognizing the tilt. If you see something, say something. I see tilting, I'm saying tilting. What we're gonna do to stop the tilt, you gotta reverse the tilt, you gotta right the ship. All you can do to right the ship is play fundamentally strong here. So that's, you know, maybe not the most exciting answer, but it's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use exactly the same strategy for the gate that we used against Mega Ma. Minus the Dr. Wily quote. Oh, I forgot that you actually get spit out like right on top. So we have 3 HP. We've got to still be having the Spirit Hearts left. At least a couple of them from... Oh, Jesus Christ. At least one of them, or half of one from the cancer pickup. There's another HP, so we're at 4 HP now. Okay, we buy Book of Belial. We use Book of Belial. That way we can come back to this deal with the devil. There's a case to be made. Excuse me? Really thought we'd be able to go back and reroll it, didn't you? It sucks to be me, I guess. I just wasted that hard for no reason, thinking I'd be able to buy a charge and come back and reroll it. Shouldn't Book of Belial keep the door open? Or you gotta be holding it, I guess. Well, you know, joke's on me, I guess. There's a case to be made for taking Book of Belial. Absolutely. We're still doing fine on HP, so I'm not going to be salty about it. We'll just treat it as a learning experience. I can't believe I didn't get that bomb. Still disappointed, though, and I think I have the right to be disappointed in that floor to some extent. I do want the compass. I hope, or sorry, yeah. Did I buy Champion's Belt? Or I bought Champion's Belt. I want the other one. But I want both, so, you know, we'll prioritize Champion's Belt for the immediate damage, I suppose, and then, you know, the compass does not become valuable until the next floor, I suppose, anyway. Ghost Baby. Who's the shittiest item? It's Ghost Baby. Why'd you choose the DuckTales theme? Ubiquity, maybe. It's worth a re-roll. So we can get swole, Ghost Babe, a boo-hoo. There we go. Gimpy's slightly better, but still shitty for us. That's okay. We can get around it. Ah! That was a little scary there. Scary moments, as they like to say. Or should I say, danger, watch behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. When you can't sing, you really gotta harp on that vibrato. Okay. Go hard on this so we can get into that boss trap room. Because boss rush is a distant fucking dream right now. And then extra money is gonna pay for the compass, so it's not, you know... I mean, I'm framing it like we're in a shitty situation, which we're not. It just could be better. We have a Hanged Man Hermit. Why don't we just hermit out of this shit after we pick it up? Yeah. Oh, that's majestic. Beautiful setup there. Alright, now we got compass and Champion's Belt. Now we know where we're supposed to go to get to the boss room. It doesn't look like there's other special... One guppy item. All of a sudden, we got a purpose to explore the rest of the floor. Didn't have to use a bomb there, I guess. But now I'm like, okay, we're going to explore the rest of the floor to get as many rerolls as possible. So that we can... I mean, I'm not assuming we're going to get another guppy item. Necessarily, it would be awesome. But, you know, if we can get more golden chest items, that'd be fine, too. That's a really good haul for us right there. A fate pickup or something like that could be extraordinary. And even Bob's brain, you know, like, my damage is not awful, but it's not where I'd want it to be. Yeah, I can't kill him yet. It's for the best if we can get a reroll and then use that that battery. But this is going to be a long floor, so, you know, strap yourselves in, grab a snack, get a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is going to move you. Take a sniff. Pull it out. The taste is going to move you when you pop it in your mouth. Do we have a charge in our shop as well? Oh, almost got me there. Yes, we do. All right. So, we should have a lot of rerolls available for that. I'm kind of tempted to not save a reroll for our deal with the devil, because I don't think we're going to get a deal with the devil on this floor. Which means we're probably going to get a deal with the devil on this floor. That's just the way the game chooses to roll sometimes. With the way that we choose to roll. That's going to be a dead end. It's pretty much perfect timing. This is as much as we'd like to backtrack temporarily, at least. Let's go play the blood bank a little bit more. Would be nice to get the blood bag. IV bag would be whatever. And there's Gimpy paying out with the spirit heart. I guess that's the real reason we can be happy about this. Probably should have played the fortune teller a little bit, but... oh well. Whoa, secret room. Maybe up to 27 cents. That's one for every dress that Katherine Heigl wore in the movie of the same name. The movie's called 27 Dresses, it's not called Katherine Heigl. That's her biopic coming later. When she does Knocked Up 3. That's not a porno, by the way, although there might be nudity in it. 10 bombs. Absolutely not worth it. To save ourselves the slightest bit of backtracking, and because we're financially very sound here... Spelunker's hat. I'll take it. Not in love with it, but I'll take it. And I'm gonna buy the, I'm gonna buy this, the World's card. I like it. I like that for maybe the Cathedral, if we don't find a use for it in advance. And now we have a charge that we can take with us into the boss fight, which is mainly what I was thinking about. It's a little bit of a compromise, but you get the idea. Spelunker's hat should pay for itself in time. To pay for one pedestal in time, at least, depending on, you know, how much you value a pedestal at. Gotta watch out for these fires. In fact, you know, the fires are the real enemy here. Just stay away. We should take... how did... that's one hell of a fucking Lemieux-like angle there, game. Okay, we got 10 bombs. Oh, my Lanta. We got 10 bombs, so I can easily blow up all of these. And yeah, man, runes would be nice. Just be a little careful here. It's possible we might find something better than the world, and if we do, so be it. We shouldn't shy away from that. We have starter decks, so we can carry 2 things. Dagaz rune. It could be useful later to purify a curse, but at the same time, can make it out of here. All right, mom fight. No traditional orbital, so to speak. Yeah, so we're going to set up as much of a creep station as we can here. And we're really still banking on these deal with the devils, man, because our damage, as you'll probably notice throughout this fight, in fact, I'm going to pop the Empress card, is not that good. It's quite poor. I mean, relative to where we are in the game. We've had worse and we've won with worse, but... It's definitely going to put us in a tricky spot moving forward here. Best Bud rotates so quickly. It can be good, but also if you miss your window to hit something, you're going to be in a tough spot. But I think we did a pretty good job of passing the damage around there. Probably get some Spirit Hearts from the Blue Mom Death. Nope, alright. No deal with the devil. I don't know whether I should feel vindicated or the opposite. And I skipped a Tinted Rock there. Poor play. Curse of the Blind. Since we have the compass, the world card, and I'm not going to say it's less valuable, but perhaps less necessary right now. Curse of the Blind sucks, but in truth, whatever our deal with the devil is, we're going to take it anyway. Especially, or we could try to reroll a 1-hard deal into a 2-hard deal, but, you know, it's one of those situations where when you say it, yeah, there's no getting out of that one. We have the wafer, though, so that's pretty great for us. I mean, not getting hit is not great for us, even with the wafer, but it's one of those situations where you're like, yeah, it's such a great idea. Reroll a 2-hard deal into a 1-hard deal. Or reroll a 1-hard deal into a 2-hard deal. But, you know, that's like, hey, why don't we just go to the casino and win the jackpot on the slot machine? Like, it's totally random. Not random, but it's a weighted chance. We don't have much control over it. Because we have the wafer, we can afford to go real hard on this Demon Judgment here. Plus, we got a lot of Spirit Hearts backing us up. We're hoping for maybe, like, growth hormones. And Gimpy's doing its part, so we can actually afford to give up a Spirit Heart now as well, out of convenience. We're in permanent Polaroid invincibility, but we'll give up the Spirit Heart. Get some more invincibility in here. Okay, now we got to get out temporarily. Joker, that's good. Strength. Don't want to use it yet. There's no reason to use the Joker card right now. What's our other card? The World? Let's pop the World card just so I can carry both of these with me. And then we'll move along here. When we lose that Spirit Heart, we can use the Strength card. Because I don't want to use the Strength card right now and push it off the screen for no reason. Or little reason. It's going to be Mr. Fred in there. There we go. We've lost it, which sounds bad, but might actually be fine. Because now we can use the Strength card on the Demon Judgment if we get, like, growth hormones. Pretty big damage buff for us. Anything that buffs our damage at this point is worthwhile. But this might be a run where we can succeed defensively just as a result of, you know, Gimpy and the wafer. Gimp and the wafer could become close friends when they... I mean, that was less of an NWA, more of like a Bell and Sebastian type thing. I just want to show you all that I can run the gamut, basically, I guess. You want some South Central Los Angeles? I got some South Central Los Angeles. You want some Glasgow? We got some Glasgow. We only got hit once, right? So with the wafer, it might not even be worth doing, but whatever. We'll go do it anyway. You got to pay out sometime soon. I'm going to go even harder here. It's only half a Spirit Heart each time. We got a pretty good chance for Gimpy to pay out with a full Spirit Heart, so... Like, this shit cannot go on forever. What is up with it? We got cartridge going on now. This is very strange. Thank you. Ceremonial Robes is also fine. So we have Joker, Strength. Magician, use it. Strength, don't want to use. We'll push off a red heart. High Priestess, we can roll with that. Let's just assume that that's better than the other available card there. Skip, oh, we can't take that. Skip over that room. So the damage upgrade from Ceremonial Robes plus the Black Hearts. Is it better than Growth Hormones? I don't think so, but it's... maybe it is. There's nothing wrong with it, at least. Try dropping a High Priestess right there. That did no damage. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess he was invincible because he's an asshole, and assholes are always invincible. Just gonna basically let Lump of Coal do the heavy lifting here if it wants to, and it seems to want to. Our shot speed is so good we can stand super far away and just not be at any risk of at all. These shots are doing a lot of damage, man. Most rooms aren't going to be this large, but still. Roid Rage. It's fine. Ah, crap. That's disappointing. Emperor, great card. Lovers. Chariot. 2 of diamonds. Pop the 2 of diamonds. We're going to take Emperor and Chariot, or Emperor and Joker with us. Joker for the Cathedral. Emperor, well, I guess I fucked up my invincibility. Might as well take that other one. Emperor for the Cathedral. Yep. I don't know. I think we're fine. I'm not even holding on to the Guppy Dream right now, so I'm not worried about the Cursed Room so much. It's a weird run. We're kind of scraping it together here, but it doesn't seem that bad either. If we're already past the half-heart interval, we might as well keep ourselves at the half-heart interval but pick up more absolute HP. Our damage is good. We're just kind of missing that oomph, you know? Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Let's just, stay away. Mostly, I mean, these guys have knockback, that's annoying, but Lump of Coal is also getting a nice little boost the further away we get. Now, there is a dice room there. We do have the keys necessary to open it. Famous last words here. So, I'm interested to see what comes out of it. Magician, just pop it. We will go to our curse room because it's right there. Actually, we can get into that room without any keys, which is even better in case we come across a lot of golden chests that might give us some value. So let's just take our bomb with us. Check this out first. Sure. Net boost, I guess. Secret room doesn't seem like it's going to give us too much of value. At least not for this stage of the game. What is this room? It is a 6 room. That's not our way out? Okay, fuck it. Let's do it. We are slow, but we have what appears to be Tech Point 5, fucking Maggie's Bow, Anti-Grat, Cursed Eye, I don't know, Little Chubb's in there somewhere. And we still got our Joker card, we got 1 extra life. I don't know, I kind of like it. I could be convinced to like it. Apparently we still have the compass. Or at least we still have the effect for this floor. We got Spoonbender. This is a weird one. You always seem to get these weird ones, but I don't know, it doesn't seem bad. I mean, Spoonbender Tech Point 5 is cool. Why do you always get $3 bill? Right? You always get a $3 bill. We lost starter deck, so we can't hold on to the Emperor card, which kind of sucks. Maybe we don't have $3 bill. Maybe we just actually have Mom's Contact. It's very hard to tell if this worked out or not. But I will say, you know, it's like Tiny Planet, Spoonbender, but our shots just kind of hang in the air. I don't know if that's due to Spoonbender or due to, like, some weird interaction with, like, my reflection, or I don't know. Weirdly enough, we can actually shoot behind us. The Tech Point 5 shot will still hit, and all the Tiny Planet shots will gravitate towards Mom. We also have shielded tiers, which is why we're not getting any hits fired at us. So, in a way, we actually have, like, an extremely great defensive run here. Offensively, it's kind of shitty, but if we just Joker card into, like, Death's Touch or something like that, you know, all's forgiven. Really weird way to do the Mom fight. But what's done is done, I guess. Kind of look like a Flintstones character or something. Let's Joker card it up. Yeah, I mean, it helps, man. If we could just, like, replace... Well, not replace. If we could pick up Tech, or even Tech 2, I would take it because of the Spoonbender interactions are cool. I expect a win here. We probably don't have the Wafer anymore. We do have Placenta, it looks like. We probably don't have the Wafer anymore, so I gotta be, like, cautious about taking damage. We do have a respawn, but rarely is that gonna be, you know, what's the best it could be? The Ankh. We have Libra? Kinda looks like we have Libra. That might be one of the reasons our damage is not that superb. We have some kind of Stompy ability as well. I'm loving this. This is like your final exam with Tiny Planet. It's like, how should you use Tiny Planet to fight these enemies? Oh, of course, because you have Spoonbender Tech Point 5, you stand very close to them and then fire in the opposite direction so that your shots actually gravitate towards them. It's very simple. Curse of the Maze. Not that interested in that, honestly. Not for the enemies we're gonna have to fight. I will say that I imagine we're probably gonna be great against rooms with lots of enemies with lower HP. This one is not a bad example of that, I guess. But terrible against single enemies with tons of HP. That's gonna be our Achilles heel on this run. It's been a while since I read the Iliad, but if I remember correctly, even though Achilles had a terrible weakness, everything went totally fine for him, right? Right? I mean, your life can't be that bad if you got Brad Pitt playing you in a movie, right? I'd be flattered. Don't be a dick, Achilles. You remember what Achilles said, or you remember what Hector said in Troy, the film. If it's your first day, you have to fight. And that's, you know, that's basically the rest of it. You all remember. We were all there. I'm not gonna be too concerned about the bomb. I just threw one bomb down right there to see if, you know, we have sad bombs or something. I don't know how that would work with our tiers, but it is what it is. Oh, Alga's Rune. Actually huge for the next floor. Okay, there we go. We gotta get a lot of shots out because they're basically like our perfect shield here, so... I'm trying to make sure that we get, like, Little Chub to get in there and do damage whenever it's possible as well. It's such a weird trade-off. Little Chub comes back, turn and shoot. Oh, fucked it up. Little Chub comes back, turn and shoot. There you go. Little Chub comes back, turn and shoot. Little Chub comes back, turn and shoot. It's getting the job done, man. The turn and shoot. Alright, now we gotta hide. This might be one of the few times that it's actually harder to deal with this phase of Isaac. Oh, I fucked up the turn and shoot, and he's a long way away now. I don't know, this fight is actually pretty easy. Not to get too cocky, but it'll be over here. Now, please just give me some more damage, because this one is very strange right now. And I like our chances, but the chest can always, it can make a liar out of me when I call a one run. Ares, PhD, D10. It's not very good. It's actually some of the worst items in the game. But a speed upgrade. Hi-oh. Boss fight is way down there on the Erie Canal, so just keep ourselves kind of in the safe spot, firing in the opposite direction of the enemies we expect to be fighting, or trying to hit at least. Fighting might be a bit of a heady word right now. We can't really, as much as I would like to, we can't really use the D10. These guys are all bosses here, so I can't run away from them. They're too fast. We got some kind of Virgo ability going on here. Thank you, Placenta. I'm almost hoping that respawn ability is Judas' Shadow. We're suffering for damage, for sure. Monkey's Paw. Could be good. Might as well kill Pestilence first. They should both be relatively easy. And getting that extra Spirit Heart, I hope it doesn't have to make the difference, but we should know that it has the chance to, right? And that looks like we may have chosen the right way right off the bat. The secret when you got the compass is look at what would be the easiest way and then take the second easiest way. I think that's how the room generation algorithm actually works. It's like generate one way that looks too good to be true and then is. And then one way that looks, you know, like the right way, but there's a lot of hard work on the path, you know? That guy's gotta be dead. Yeah, he's done. Alright, get in here. Bring it in. Very dumb damage on my part. Should not have been hit there. Forgot the leapers get spit out, you know, towards you, sometimes at least. Extremely dumb. My defense is kind of hard to engineer the breaking of those poops. Yeah, when we freeze them, we should be fine here. Impressive range on Tech 1 or Tech 0.5, I gotta say. When Spoonbender starts working, it gets the job done, man. Gets your noodle going, as Nick would say. Relic's probably a little bit too late to be a huge game changer, but I'm happy to see it regardless. Gotta be careful with shielded tears against Pestilence. You know, those bombs will explode like right next to it. Wonder if you can re-roll the horse. I re-rolled the Zambros. I don't know what one of them is a dip. I don't know what the other one became, but it couldn't have been much harder than a dip because it died. Look, I got a homing Tech 0.5 Tiny Planet. I have no idea who I'm going to kill first. I'm just happy that they're going to go. 2 Spirit Hearts is enormous for us. And a Tears upgrade, that don't hurt either. And this is the correct way to go. Got very lucky with my guesses about where the room would be. They're creating a nice little, you know, peep shelter for each other there that I can't really breach. 2 of them have gotten their HP down to half total, though, so I'm assuming that, you know, they're pretty close to death. Mathematically speaking, it wouldn't make sense if they were not. There we go. Don't do the peep attack. Don't do the creep attack. Alright, we're fine. One more Spirit Heart. That one might have been from the Relic. If so, thank you. And we'll just finish this off here. We might have the Miter. Like, I don't think we have the Miter. I think we just got lucky that Gluttony decided to pay out with Spirit Hearts instead of his normal repertoire. Let's do this. Probably just pop the Algiz rune right off the bat and get in that ass. Don't forget to throw down some bombs, yeah, but do the turn and shoot whenever you can. Should be easy enough. Turn and shoot's working fine. Very strange run. You know, I'm not going to be the one to tell you that this was an easy one. But we are still, you know, kicking it here, still alive, and basically with the Algiz rune, no risk of death, which is always a nice position to be in. And there we go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this strange run. If you did, click the like button. We'll be back with a random run next. For now, thanks for watching. If you did, The like button helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.